Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. We're back with Football Manager 2019 and Easter Resurgence with Berliner FC Dynamo and a bonus video. This is going out either Friday or Saturday. We're going to just crack on with the Europa League today. I only have to play a couple of matches off screen, so I've got time to put an extra video out. There might be some more to come as well. If we get further in this, we'll have less to do off camera, so you might be getting some bonus videos over the next week or so as we finish the Europa League. So today we're in the second knockout round. We've got Dynamo Kiev. Difficult tie. I know I said Lech Poznan was going to be either way. We ended up thrashing them 5-1 in Poland. This is going to be a very, very tough draw. Dynamo Kiev are very good. It's a fairly long trip to Ukraine. This is going to be a hard tie. So just like with Lech Poznan, you're getting both legs against Dynamo Kiev in today's video. There's also a game in between against Hoffenheim. I'll show you any goals from that. And I believe there's also a youth intake coming. So another stacked episode today. Let's have a look at the two games played off camera. Unfortunately, off camera, we lost our first game since the start of December. An unbeaten run that went probably about 11 or 12 matches, I think. Something like that. Coming to an end, we lost 2-0 at home against RB Leipzig. We just can't beat the big teams. Leipzig and Bayern and sometimes Dortmund, we just really struggle to beat them. We can't put up a fight. Look, we had 3 shots at goal in this game. We just couldn't compete with them when we can't compete with them. But it was a 2-0 defeat against RB Leipzig, and Vita Art once again scoring against us. He always scores against us. And that was in the 6th minute, and it was 2-0 in 41 minutes. Liam Lemercier, the right winger, getting the second goal. We offered very little. Like a few key passes, and that was it. We just weren't very good, and we're always like, we're underdogs, but we just can't compete with them. We can't break them down. We just can't do it. However, the cup game was very different. I mean, the stats were about the same. They dominated possession. They had 27 shots to 6, but we beat them on penalties, and we've qualified for the German Cup semi-final. We've knocked Leipzig out somehow. We had, again, barely a chance in this game. And we took it to extra time. It was 0-0 after 19 minutes. We took it to extra time, and we drew 1-1. A couple of goals for a goal each in the extra time, and then took it to penalties and won the shootout. Unbelievable. We don't deserve it, but RB Leipzig couldn't put us away, so they pay the price. The goals came from Arp and Kier, and they were within about a minute of each other in the second period of extra time. Arp scoring on 110 minutes, and then a minute later, literally, Kier scored for us, 1-1. And then a penalty shootout. There were 3 missed penalties in a row, as Barek Arslan was unable to score for Leipzig. Keres Jotes then also had his saves, and then Ibero also missed his penalty for Leipzig. And we managed to win the shootout 4-3, qualifying for the German Cup semi-final. Unbelievable scenes. We have avoided Bayern in a semi-final tie. We were away against Zweite Bundesliga side Freiburg, so it's the second division side we got in the semis. So we've got a good chance of getting to the final. Bayern are at home against Stuttgart, so we can imagine it's going to be Bayern in the final, and we never ever beat them. But we could get to a cup final, and that could be huge. But we are focused on the Europa League today. The first leg against Dynamo Kiev. Now, unfortunately, Souza is out for a bit longer. He did miss a few days with an injury. Came back and played in the cup game, but then re-injured himself with a twisted ankle. And is going to be out for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So he's going to be another loss. So I think we're going to go to Biasoli. Going to go back to Kuchin. Yannick played in the cup game as well. Rotated a little bit for it. Burkhardt just got a cold, so he could play, but I don't want to risk like spreading anything. So we're going to take him out as well. And we're going to put Hodzic onto the bench. And hopefully we won't need to use him. But this is going to be a difficult game against Dynamo Kiev. It is a fairly old squad. They've got a lot of players like in their 30s. So we'll have a look at who's playing. We'll have a look at how they've been doing. So they've got a few real players still in the team. Hector Bellerin is at right back. And he's 33 years old. He's still fairly quick for his age. Shepolev and Shaparenko, I don't know. Oztunal, Sun Heung-min and Borja Mayoral. The front 3 there of all real players. Probably a bit older, but they could do jobs up top. I don't have the Ukraine League loaded, so I can't see how they're doing in the league. But they did go out of their Champions League playoff, got into the Europa League group stages, and managed to progress through a group in Midtjylland, Cork City and Rijeka. And they beat Portuguese side Guimarães in the first knockout round, sorry. They've won the Ukrainian League a few times. Last season, they were runners-up behind Shakhtar, who have been mostly dominant in Ukraine. It's just going to be difficult. We'll see how well we do. But we're playing well at the moment. Just, apart from the loss against Leipzig, we've been in really good form. Okay, off we go. I don't know how to call this once again. This could go either way. It's half time. There was not a single highlight in that first half. So let's do that again in the second half. I mean, a goalless draw isn't the end of the world. I mean, a away goal could be huge, but if we can avoid defeat in this first leg, then that would give us a pretty good chance of getting through to the next round. So we haven't had a shot on target yet, but we are having a bit more of the possession. Just the finishing hasn't been particularly good. Okay, coming up to 17 minutes. Time to make some changes, because this has been our highlightless game so far. Nothing has happened. Christoph Janssen is going to replace Simon Kallman, and Shabak Kier is going to replace Bruno. Double change. Just see if we can create some more going forward. Let's look at what we can maybe change here. I think we're set up okay. We just haven't really had the luck. Here we go. First highlight of the game. 78th minute. And it is an away goal. And it's Joao Riccioli with, I think, his third goal of the season. But the referee, I was waiting for the goal to come up on the top. And it didn't. So I thought that might have been called offside. The referee's going to have a look at this with the VAR. There's a lot of empty seats here, I'm noticing. It's a pretty big stadium, this. I think it's like 70,000. The goal's confirmed with the help of VAR. That's good to see. And Arne with the free kick. Riccioli with a free header. And that is 1-0. Big away goal. Hasn't been the most enthralling of games, this one, but it looks like we're going to get another positive result. Here's Luka Kuchin to Arne, who's been in scintillating form as the Leipzig loanee. He's been incredible in the past few games. Sal. Biasoli. Kuchin's got lots of space and tried to go for the cross, but that has been blocked. And here's Mayoral, and it's a ball up for, what's that name, Besedin, who hasn't managed to get to that. We've defended solidly as well here. We've kept the Kiev boys very quiet. Here's Karasiotis. Could set up Janssen here. No, he's been fouled. No, he's been tackled fairly, apparently. Kier on the ball again here. Finds Christoph Janssen. And Biasoli's on this. Oh, and it's a good save. I don't know how Zacharias got to that. But it was well worked. And it was a good effort as well. Good ball there from, I think it was Janssen. We've done a decent job in this game, I'll say that much. It's gone quite well. And looks like we're going to make it. Got a last minute of the game. Could be a second goal here. That would be big. Van Mola's got it. It's been deflected. And that is full time. 1-0 away from home. That's gone pretty well. I mean, it could be a very different second leg, but that's decent. We've won. We've got an away goal. Very good defensively. Strikers, not great. I think the substitutions made a difference. So I'm pretty sure we've got a youth intake on like either the second or the third, I think. We'll do the Hoffenheim game off camera. Any goals, I'll show you them. And we'll be back for the second leg against Dynamo. So here is the youth intake. Okay. We've got a 4.5 star player. Parfait Rostam. Parfait may be the most delicious thing on the whole goddamn planet. Low determination. Promising winger though. He's a good crosser. Here's Ludwig Landshooter, who has 1.5 star. He's a left back. He's got some good attributes. He's very determined. He's resolute. He's quick. He's brave. Works well in a team. Good free kicks. Good corners. He could turn into something. I've had better youth intakes. I've had worse youth intakes. It's the norm, I think. You're not always going to get a 5-star potential player, and sometimes that doesn't mean anything. Well, now Nuremberg drop points against Mainz. So if we win against Hoffenheim, we will jump them and go 4th. That could be big. Alright, we're going to play Hoffenheim. Any goals, I'll show you them. They're second bottom, so we should be winning this okay. We're playing really well at the moment. This should be quite easy. I made changes out wide. Bruno and Arne come out. Kier and Strobel have come in just to keep it fresh, just to rotate those players and rest Bruno and Arne so they can play against Kiev. Off we go. As always, any goals, I'll show you them. Hoffenheim have the ball in the net inside 90 seconds, but the ball has been disallowed. He's about 2 yards offside. Correct call. And now they do have the ball in the net, and that is going to count. Johan Bachmann has scored 15 minutes in, and Hoffenheim have a 1-0 lead. We've yet to get into the game, really. It's been one of those where we just can't get we've had the possession, but we just can't get forward again, just like it was against Kiev. And Bachmann scores for Hoffenheim. Well, half time, Hoffenheim 1-0 up, and we haven't scored yet. Arne has just scored about 3 minutes after coming on from the bench. It's 1-1, and hopefully we can get back into this game and maybe snatch a win. Arne with the 5th goal of the season. He's replaced a disappointing Bernhard Strobel and managed to get the equaliser for us here. Biasoli to Burkhardt, forward pass to Arne. Burkhardt's also on, replacing Biasoli, I think. No, Yutu Sally's replacing. Oh, great ball for Kyleman. And, oh, he's chipped the goalkeeper. And it's a winner in the 94th minute. Kyleman with goal number 13 of the season. A really good winner as well. I thought we might have missed the chance to go fourth then. But we have won 2-1. There's a minute left though, so who knows. But great long ball by, I don't know, was it Kuchin? I don't know. And then Kyleman, he's just chipped the goalkeeper. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. That's full time. It's a 2-1 win. Wasn't great though. We do go fourth with that though. We clear Nuremberg by a point. We are 2 behind Borussia Dortmund, who drew against Leipzig. Both of them dropped points, so now we are 4 points off Leipzig in second. We're still 12 off of Bayern, so it looks like they're going to run away with it this year and get the title. But there is a good chance of a top 3 finish in their Champions League place. Who knows? If we get through, just like last time, we'll have a draw for the next round. We'll see who we get. Bruno's back in. Arna's going to come back in. Let's get Gear onto the bench. I feel like midfield might need change. I'm going to bring in Burkhard and Haag. Just change the midfield completely as well, because Sal's not been particularly good. Biasoli has, I think, the good ratings have been for like the reserve team. Tarnat is close to a return. He could probably play, actually. I'm going to go back to Karagiottis. We'll leave Tarnat out for today, just as a precaution, but could return against Nuremberg. Alright, it is Dynamo versus Dynamo. So, there you go. Let's see how this goes. Do the job here, guys. Just make sure that we don't lose. That's all we need to do. It wasn't a great game in the first leg, so maybe this one will be the same. Who knows? I'll take a ball draw 0-0. That's all we need. We're at home, so in theory we should be doing better, but I would have thought that against Poznan. And, oh dear. Oh dear! Is that going to be offside? No, it's not. It's 1-0 in 8 minutes. Just like that, the tie's back level pegging. Yeah, I mean, Poznan, we were amazing away from home and then only drew at home. So that was the wrong way around. And we're 1-0 down here as well. Nice quick reply, please. It's an away goal, so we need to get back into this and quickly as well. Arna. He's found Bruno. That's going to be just wide. I'm nervous now. I'm very nervous. I knew this was going to be close. Okay, he's found Bruno. That's a good ball. Bruno with a cross. It's deflected. Simon Carmen. Here's Arna. Across goal. Bruno, it's in. It manages to squeeze it in at the keeper's far post. He's done well to get that in. 8th for the season for the loanee. And we're back level pegging. 1-1. It's going to be a very, very close game and a close tie. We just about got the win in the Ukraine, but Kiev are here and they're trying to save themselves here. Here's Mayoral. Now there's nobody ahead of him. He needs to hold it up here, and he's done that. He's lost 2 now. I think that's come from a Bundesliga team, and Sun has scored, and Kiev back in front, and that's now 2 away goals. We can't lose this game, otherwise we're out. That's it now. We just can't lose, and we're behind again. There's going to be a lot of goals here, though. It's 2-1, and we're only 20 minutes in. Oz 2 now, I'm sure has played for a Bundesliga team, because I'm sure I've faced him before a number of times. Son has put him in front. We've had lots of possession here. Look at this possession. It's 69%, but Kiev have been very good on the counter-attack. We are trying to fight to stay in the Europa League here. We're 2-1 down, coming up to half-time. All right, this is a big, big 45 minutes. We need to get back into this game and quick, and we can't let them get a third. We can't lose this game. We're going to go attacking. We need to go for this. Carmen's not done well today. I maybe should have put Tarnat on the bench. Carmen's going to come off. Janssen's going to come on. Also, Haag going to come off for... for Sal. And I'm going to switch these guys around like that. Vermola. I've made early substitutions here. They need to work. They have to work. Burkhard. That's a ball for Kuchin. What a ball that is. Kuchin's got to make it a good cross here. Janssen. Oh, side netting. It's a free kick for Dynamo Kiev. It's played deep to Shaparenko. And the keeper's forced into a save there. Floranas forward to Sun. Good tackle by Kuchin. Ball forwards. Janssen. Bruno. Oh, come on. Karagiottis is through. He's 1-on-1. Oh, no. It's missed. And he is injured. Is this going to have to be a forced substitution here? No, he's a backup. It's a bruised ankle. We've got a corner kick here. We're going very attacking. We need something here. We need to get a goal. We need to just avoid defeat. At the moment, we're going out on away goals, which we can't have. Arna. He switches it for Bruno. And Janssen. Kuchin. Burkhard! It's in! It's 2-2. I almost fell off my chair. Oh, it's an own goal. That looked like a Burkhard goal to me. I'd be claiming that if that was mine. Right, 3-2 on aggregate. We've got about 20 minutes or so left. Janssen to Luka Kuchin. And it's gone down as an own goal. Which is unfortunate for Burkhard. Right, tighten up and go up positive, I think. Right, we've got 12 minutes left. Karajotis needs to come off. He's not doing good. We're just going to get a man in midfield. BSO is going to come on. 3 changes made now. We've got 10 minutes left with 3 changes. Going to be DLP. We're going to make Sal central midfielder. Slid out there. That's going to be a red card. Bellerin's off. They're down to 10 men. Oh, please. Come on, let's do this. 3 minutes to go plus injury time. Have we made it through to a quarter-final? Going defensive now. Oh, this is going to be huge. Oh, Janssen can get on the end of this. We could put this beyond doubt now. Burkhard. It's out wide to Vimola. Just keep it in the corner, mate. Or make a cross. It's fine. The keeper's come for that, though. And that's full time. We're through. We are through to a quarter-final. What a game against Dynamo Kiev. I didn't think we were going to get through that. They were lethal on the break. Look at the shots and the possession. And we're through to the quarter-finals of the Europa League. We're into the last 8. With Sevilla, Dortmund, Chelsea, Bayern, Rennes, Toulouse and Arsenal. Because it's time to find out who we're going to get in the next round. I don't want Chelsea. I want to be able to play Bruno. And if Chelsea are our opponents, we can't play him because that's where we're loaned him from. I don't want Chelsea. Kuchin suspended for the first leg of the quarterfinals. So Yannick will have to play that. Hopefully he won't be injured. So what are the big nations here? Who is it going to be? It's going to be Arsenal. It's not Chelsea. It's still English though. Arsenal. 6th in the Premier League at the moment. They've not finished top 3 at all. They are the Europa League winners from 2022. Runners up in 2023. 6th, 7th, 6th, 6th, 6th. They're turning into Man United. They're the 6th place team. And they're still 6th in the league now. Oh, I don't know how that's going to go either. I couldn't call Dynamo Kiev, and that was very close. This one, again, I don't know how that's going to go. I could not call it. Different this time around. We're at home in the first leg. So, hopefully we can get a win there and then do the job at, I'm presuming, what's still the Emirates Stadium. But what a stunning result against Dynamo Kiev. That was a fantastic result, and that was very, very, very close. Beating Hoffenheim as well. Pretty unspectacular win, though. We weren't great in that one. We're up to 4th in the league. We've overtaken Nuremberg. It's going extremely well. There's going to be a couple more league games off camera against Nuremberg and Wolfsburg. If we beat Nuremberg, we'll open that gap. Wolfsburg, again, we can try and get a bit further ahead of them. We'll try and get results in those, and I'll come back next time for the 2 legs against Arsenal. Stuttgart in between. As always, I'll show you any goals from that. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, do drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they're turn up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to receive updates if I upload or go live. Follow me on social media so you don't miss any of my content. Arsenal next time round, the Europa League quarter-finals. I can't believe we've got this far. I didn't think we'd get through our group, and we've managed to get through 2 knockout rounds. We've beaten Poznan, we've beaten Dynamo Kiev. Next on the list is Arsenal. Can we tick them off and get to the semi-finals? Find out next time. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.